So, hi dear Taurus, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot and Julie, and this is a journal of reading for all the Taurus. Sun, Moon, Venus rising from 2nd till the 8th of Feb 2026. Roles can be reversed also, please keep that in mind. And if it's not resonating, it's not your story. Don't try to forcibly fit yourself into the reading, honey, if it's not resonating. For personal reading healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. For tarot reading course, self-love course, and Ho'oponopono Masterclass 2, links are given below. So let's start. Okay. Overall energy for Taurus people for this week regarding their love and relationship area. Let's see what we have. Overall energy for Taurus people for this week regarding their love and relationship area. So we have a Fool card, Hanged Man, Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords. You guys are trying to be extremely practical and logical when it comes to a certain situation. Your heart is kind of feeling like, okay, go jump in, and you guys are feeling like you should just take a step back and think about it. And the more you are thinking about it, the more it's becoming difficult for you guys to move forward. So the overall energy here is telling me that your heart is fully open to the idea of moving forward in a particular direction, but your mind is jumping in. And when you're listening to your mind, everything is becoming very difficult to manage, difficult to handle. Okay. So you are trying your best to remain as practical, as logical, as cutthroat as you can. Let's see your person or your partner's current feelings for you right now at this present moment. Taurus. Knight of Swords. Somebody is feeling like rushing towards you, not coming towards you, rushing towards you, like charging on you, like as if they have some kind of grudge or some kind of anger towards you, and they just feel like coming towards you and fighting with you or something. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. It's a very fast moving energy. Let's see. Okay, mentally charged up. So we have the Fool card, the Temperance, and the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, this is someone who is feeling like rushing towards you, but at the same time, they feel like they should not rush towards you. They should handle this situation with a lot of patience. So basically, what is happening here is somebody is continuously fighting with themselves when it comes to this energy of coming towards you or not. They feel supercharged up and they feel like they should rush towards you. They should jump into the unknown, take this risk of coming forward, and just do something about the situation because they're so charged up. Mind you, this person is not in love with you. This person is feeling very intrigued by the way you're handling the situation, and that is attracting them towards you. They have a lot to say to you, but they feel like they should hold back, they should not do shitty things, and they feel like they should start focusing on themselves instead of the situation. So somebody here who is all charged up, who is feeling like rushing towards you, is holding back this urge or desire to do anything stupid in this direction and shift all of their focus to themselves, because this makes more sense to them. This makes them feels like they're in control of their life. Bottom of the deck is the Six of Wands. This might be somebody that you're working with or something, a project or something that you guys are working on together. But this person is feeling like, okay, the more they are going to focus on themselves, the more they are going to do their own thing, the more they will be able to attract you in their life, because maybe you are doing the same thing. Okay. And I don't think so this person feels like they should do everything good in their life just to attract you or something, but it's just it's just a thought in their mind that this can help. Okay. So, oh, cool. They have a lot to say to you, but they're holding back because they feel like they don't want to come towards you looking like a fool or something. Okay. If you're not a fool in love, you're not in love. Let's see, what do you feel about this particular person or situation from your side, Taurus, honey? Devil, from your side, you feel like you're trapped in a situation. You're trapped in a very unhealthy kind of dynamics, unhealthy kind of situation. Maybe you're dealing with two people at the same time. There is some kind of obsessive and possessive kind of energy from you. Let's clarify the devil here. Okay, let's see. We have the lovers, the judgment, and the three of wands. Definitely there's a third party here. Whether it's from your side or their side, I don't know. The devil, the lovers, the three of wands. You are feeling so connected to this person on so many levels, it's converting it to obsession. But the moment it's converting into obsession, you feel like you should let it go, you should not think about it, you feel like you should keep moving forward. Okay, so this person is taken and or you are taken. But there is some kind of unhealthy, obsessive attraction, pull, infatuation towards someone. You can't help it. But now you are using your mindfulness and you feel like you should release this particular person or situation out of your life, out of your system, before it's going to become some kind of disease. And you feel like releasing this person maybe completely out of your life, or releasing the feelings, if not the person, if you have such ties that you cannot let go of each other, or maybe working together or something. So there's a third party dynamic here, right? And then there is this strong pull, attraction, infatuation towards someone who's already taken maybe, or who's not ready to be with you, or who's not ready for a relationship or something. So you feel like releasing the feelings, releasing the negativity, and keep moving forward, not looking back. Okay, let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions? The good thing here is that you're realizing that it's unhealthy and it's not love. It's just unhealthy attachment, unhealthy obsessive possessive kind of energy towards something or someone. And you're realizing it in time, and you're feeling like, okay, cool, something to work on. Let's keep moving forward. Let's not give it so much energy, because otherwise it's going to grow into something very difficult. Hmm. Let's see what this person wants from you. What are their intentions for the situation between you and them, Taurus, honey? Five of Pentacles. This is not giving me a good energy. Let me clarify this before I'm going to jump into any kind of conclusion. This person is feeling left out in the cold by you somehow. Even if you're not doing anything, they can sense it that you like them more than you like them more than just liking, right? But the way you are pretending and the way you are just doing your own thing is kind of making them feel unwanted and something. That's why they want to charge on your something. Okay, so maybe this person wants you to give the same kind of feeling of feeling left out in the cold by them. Reverse psychology. They want to use reverse psychology on you or something like that. Okay, let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. If this is resonating with you, they're not able to understand what's happening, you're not able to understand what's happening, but one of you is very much aware that what can happen, and that is why one of you is just holding back. What this person wants is, this person wants to take this situation forward, this person wants to have growth and expansion, but this person wants to keep things casual at the same time. Okay, it's like this person wants to play it very, very cool. They want something good with you, they want something big with you, they want something that you guys can work on together and create something really meaningful and beautiful together. They want it, but they don't want you to know that they want it. So they want to play it cool, so that oh my god, they can might be hurt you the way you are hurting them. This person is not revengeful or vindictive or hateful or anything. This person just wants to make you realize that you are hurting them without even knowing that you're hurting them. So they want to use the reverse psychology kind of a method by doing things that you are doing in your life, so that you are going to realize what you are doing with them. And they want to play it cool, like as if nothing is happening, nothing bad is happening. Their intentions are good, their energies are good, everything is good. So in the 3D world, you guys are going to look like everything is cool, everything is good. For most of you, this person is someone that you're working with, right? And you have romantic kind of feelings going on around the situation. So this person wants to play it cool. They want to like feel you the same kind of feelings that you're making them feel without even realizing, and they want to have growth and expansion, but they want to keep things casual. Okay, how does I don't know. I can't explain. Let's see, what do you want from this particular person or situation from your side, Taurus? Five of Cups. You just don't want to disappoint yourself again. Okay? Wow. You are like, I don't want to repeat the same kind of shit in my life again. I've gone through so much in my life. I don't want to repeat the same kind of shit. Let's clarify the Five of Cups here. We have the Emperor, the Knight of Swords, Three of Swords. Yes, before you are going to create any kind of heartbreak for yourself, for this person, for the situation, you want to take the charge of the situation in your own hands, and you want to keep yourself away from this situation as much as you can, because you want to avoid any kind of heartbreak, any kind of drama, any kind of chaos in your life. You don't want to regret a thing about the situation in your life. So that's why you just want to keep your feelings, keep your energies to yourself, controlling your emotions, controlling your actions. You just want to let this situation pass, let this phase pass, maybe let this person maybe pass out of your life, completely get out of your life. But for some reason you guys are going to still stay connected. I don't know what the reason is, you know better than me. But you want to take the charge of the situation in your own hands, and you want to avoid this heartbreak, this pain at any cost, because you don't want to repeat the same kind of cycle in your life again. You have gone through some kind of shit like this before as well, and this is kind of a test from the universe's side, what you are going to do this time. And this time you want to pass the test at any cost. Yeah, this is a very difficult to deal with kind of situation, but it's definitely one of those situations where the universe tests you, whether you are growing up, you have healed, or you are going to repeat the same kind of patterns or mistake again and again. Okay, I hope you pass the test. The best wishes to you guys. Let's see the potential outcome for you guys till the 8th of Feb. 80 to 90% people fail in the test, and that's why they keep on struggling, right? That's why only 10% people feel like they have moved on, they're healed, they're free, and they're happy and all that. That's why a lot of people lean towards tarot and astrology and whatnot, like what is going to change now, what is going to happen now, without doing the inner work. Eight of Pentacles, it's like you guys are going to take it one day at a time. Taurus, you guys are going to come back to your essence of, okay, let's take this situation one day at a time. Let's work on this, let's plan. Okay, you guys are not going to be like, oh my god, like heaven is falling on earth and hell is falling on earth or whatever. I don't know, it's out of control. No, you guys are going to be in this energy of, okay, let's do it, let's control the situation before it's going to become damage control. Okay, let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles as the potential outcome for you guys. We have the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Swords. Yes, you guys are going to be very confident. You guys are going to be handling this situation like a pro. This obsessive energy, this possessive energy is going to be there on and off, in and out. But instead of operating like a robot on these unconscious, obsessive, or unhealthy energies, you guys are going to make sure that you are going to work on this with awareness, with mindfulness, meanwhile keeping your aura, keeping your energies, and keeping your ego protected. Ego in the sense, not that negative ego or something, keeping your you know what should I say, self respect intact. Like, nobody will be able to understand what you are going through. It's like you're going through a whirlwind of emotions, possessiveness, obsessiveness, infatuation, sexual thoughts, sexual desires, regard towards a person whom you know that it's not going to be a good idea, right? And you are going to take it inwards. You are going to make it a point that you are going to work on this. You are going to like take it one day at a time, meanwhile protecting your energies, your aura, your image. Nobody will know what's going on inside of you, but you will know at the end of this week that you are doing something very, very profound, and it's going to make you feel a little proud of yourself, like, yeah, I did it, I'm doing it, see, I did it. Yeah, good for you. It's not going to be easy, by the way. It's going to be very difficult for you, especially if you guys are working together, or see each other or like every day or something like that. The same possessiveness, obsessiveness is from the other side also, but they are trying to play it very, very cool. It's more towards this side, your side, but it's there also, not with the same intensity as you are having it. Now the roles can be reversed also, please keep that in mind. This outcome is applicable to both of you, whosoever is obsessed, whosoever is feeling like this situation is so intense I can't do anything about it. They are going to flip the page by taking it one day at a time and keeping it cool and calm and doing their work, doing their inner work. For you also, it's going to give you that time and space to breathe and come back to yourself. Cool, good for you guys. Let's see the guidance here, Taurus, for you people. We have the Seven of Swords, the Moon, and the Four of Pentacles. Wow. Stop running away from those mysterious, secretive energies. You know there is some kind of issue. There is some kind of deep, deep, deep rooted abandonment wound, childhood trauma, something that you're continuously lying to yourself about needs to be released at this point of your life. The time has come for you to release that abandonment issue, that childhood trauma, that experience that made you anxiously attached or obsessively attached to people, situations, or things and giving it the name of love. Taurus, this is now or never kind of a deal for you. The time has come for you to stop lying to yourself, stop pretending to be okay, stop pretending to be all healed about that deep rooted problem that you know still exists. And you're holding on to that. You are keeping it close somewhere deep, deep, deep down in the cave or something. Now the time has come to go into the cave, bring that issue to light, and heal it and release it properly. It's now or never. Again, I'm telling you. Wow, this is tough. So this whole situation is actually the universe giving you the opportunity to go deep, 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 deep somewhere and dig it all and work on it. It's for your own good. Cool. So let me answer one of your questions related to your love and relationship area. This portion also might or might not resonate. If it does, good. If it doesn't, leave this portion behind. Don't worry about it. I'm going to give it 10 to 15 seconds to get the answers. If that's not enough for you, you can pause the video and unpause whenever you feel like. Okay. So let's start. You can close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, ask a question 3 times in your mind space. Keep it short, simple, and precise. And I'm going to give you the answer in the next 10-15 seconds. Your time starts now. Okay, so the answer to your question is let go. See? Let go, Taurus. Let me read from the guidebook itself, honey, from the OG. At first glance, this card might seem to be suggesting you to give up on your current pursuit, but that is not the message. Cool. Instead, it suggests that you let go of your attachment to the subject of your question and cease clinging, striving, and grasping. The let go card asks you to learn to love with an open hand. Let universal flow come and go as it desires, and trust all is for your highest good. Something that is held and squeezed and restricted cannot grow or flourish. Release your troubles and desires to the divine and trust in spirit to find the perfect solution in the perfect time. You will get the solution in the perfect time. You will get the answer when the timing is going to be right. For the time being, let go and surrender. Thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.